Alright, we're doing something a little different today. Today, this is going to be the first episode of a semi-series. I'm just going to call Maker Showcase. And in Maker Showcase, I show off levels that I made. That's it. There's no twist, there's no clever twist. I'm just showing off a really cool level I made. And the level we're doing today is Bowser's Fury in Super Mario Maker 2. Where I remade the first shine, pink coins, and a Fury Bowser boss. All in one course in Super Mario Maker 2. And I tried to remain as faithful to the original game as I could. It being a 2D platformer and Bowser's Fury being a 3D platformer. There's going to obviously be some differences, some liberties had to be taken. But I think with what I was able to do, I'm somewhat proud of it. Alright, so the level starts out next to the Sleeping Gigabell. Start with a mushroom because in Bowser's Fury, you start with a mushroom. So I figured I'd just give you a free mush. And up here you can see my little rendition of a Sleeping Gigabell with the goop represented by the cannon boxes and the little cat ears here. Moving swiftly along, we've got Pounce Aisle, which is the trampolines. These little coin indents here are supposed to represent the coin rings. Next we got this part, you ground pound the boxes, you jump up here. And I also added the pink coins in. There are 5 of them, 5 of the cat shards as the game calls them. Normally you got one right next to the skip squeaks, which represent the marching dudes. One on top of this wall. And this is where things get a little bit difficult because in the original game, what you would do is you would get to this part, you'd shift your camera to face the background, and then you jump up here and slide towards the background. And my original plan was to have warp boxes that would warp you to a new part of the level every time your camera changed directions. So that when you got to the top of this, you'd enter a warp box and then you'd slide down the slope. And then when you got to the bottom, you'd enter a warp box and then you'd enter the boomerang bros section. And the reason I didn't do that is because 1, it interrupts the flow of gameplay. 2, I ran out of space incredibly quickly using that method. And 3, this is just better. So, we don't have Boomerang Bros in Mario Maker, obviously. It's a shame, criminal shame really is, but I replaced these two guys with Fire Bros. Coin up here is normally behind the wall, but since you can't go behind the wall in this, the next best thing you can climb up and go over. Then you jump up here, fall down here. And then, oh yeah, these are scuffed. You got these cloud blocks here. They're supposed to represent the platforms that move up and down. The original level has like these columns. I tried to make them using like hard blocks. And this part down here is solid. I tried to take the decor into consideration. I wanted it to look good. Because I've seen a lot of 1-2 remakes from Super Mario 3D World. And they're relatively easy to make, but they're so like flat and bland. And yeah, the third pink coin is over here since you can't throw the boomerang towards the camera. You can jump up here to get these coin rings, but you don't really need to. And then you slide down here, get these coin rings, and then you land on the shine. And if you get all pink coins, you get a second shine. Shine's being represented by the keys. And then we can go over here. We got our little cat tower remade. And if you ground pound the top of it, like in Bowser's Fury, you get a cat suit. In this version, you get coins. Now, I know what you're thinking. Zap, what in the world is that second key for? Is it like for bonus? And I'll show you later. So this is the Gigabell sequence. You jump into the Gigabell to collect it and turn the Fury Cat Mario. Not Fury Cat Mario, Giga Cat Mario. And I also hit some 1-ups up here. Because if you ground pound top of the cat suit in Bowser's Fury, you get a cat suit. So I added 1-ups there. There's a little homage to that. And also, yeah, you can just skip the boss fight. Yeah, if you collect all the key coins, you can just totally bypass the Fury Bowser boss fight, because, you know, collecting a cat shine scares away Fury Bowser. So, I think that was represented decently well. And then we got the little gold game here, and that's it. That's the level. What? You thought that was the end? No, we're going back in. We have to show you the actual boss fight. I spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get to work. Oh, really quick, I probably should have showed you this. If you fall down here, there's water, but you don't get soft locked. You just get sent to the beginning of the level. The reason I included that bit is because in Bowser's Fury, 1, gaps like that don't actually kill you. And also, if you roll down here, it's the same thing. And 2, it seemed a bit cruel to be like a player going like, oh, I wonder what's here. Rolls into there and then dies. There's no warning, really. It kind of sucks. Alright, now for the Fury Bowser boss, I decided to kind of mesh all the phases into one. So, you got the falling spike icicles, Bowser shooting fire at us. If you want, you can try to scratch these switches. Eventually, an off-screen contraption will let you hit the P switch to kill him, but you gotta watch out for the spike block. And then this is supposed to be his ground pound attack. Get into the shell, and then that's when he dies. It's not a hard boss fight, but you know, Fury Bowser isn't exactly the most insane enemy you ever fight against. That's the animation I did for him falling into the goo again. And yeah, that's the level. That's everything you need to know about it. Make code will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching the first episode of my level showcase. I might do more of these, depending on how well the reception gets. I mean, regardless, I'll probably do more of these. All my videos get 7 views anyway. Alright. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.